Hey everybody, Hernke here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm joined by my friend, actress Simone Rene.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Very good. Now I worked with you on Animal Kingdom. That's how we met.
Yeah, that is how we met, like a year ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you were standing in?
Yes, I was standing in. I was a stand-in, I think, well, it was part-time, and I came back, I was there for season 2, and then I came back for season 3 for a bit.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Well, hopefully we'll see more of you this season too.
Yeah, me too, I hope.
I'll put in a good word for you with Steve and Kelly.
Thank you.
So thank you for joining me today. I want to ask you some questions about how you got started in this industry. What brought you into acting? Was there anything, like any movie or actress or filmmaker that inspired you to get started?
Well, from the beginning, it was always a performance art world I was interested in, and it started with dance. So it started out with ballet, and then I wanted to use my voice because, you know me, because you're my friend, I talk a lot. But if you don't know me, I'm a bit introverted, but I wanted to use my voice in performance so I can have another type of expression that went with my body to express, and acting was like the hit. It was a thing to do. So I went from dance to theater to film, and then, you know, LA is a city of opportunity for the artists, the performance artists, so that's when I came here about 4 years ago.
4 years ago. Where did you come from?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Were you doing any stuff up in San Francisco as well, and then you're like, I think I should come down to LA?
Yeah, in San Francisco, they're big with theater. They have American Conservatory Theater and other, they have the SF Ballet there too, and the opera. They have a bunch of performance art places, but I wanted to work in film. I just love the process, the filming, the editing, multiple takes, multiple different ways to do everything. So that's what brought me here. I hit a ceiling in San Francisco, and LA is a place where you can just like keep going up. Yeah. Is
it where you're originally from too?
I am. I'm a San Francisco native.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So you're familiar with, you know, the wharf and some good old clam chowder on the wharf. I love clam chowder on the wharf.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right on. So going into what you've worked on, is there anything memorable that you've worked on in the past that stuck out to you? Any memorable or good or bad experience that you've had? Something that you learned from?
Oh, geez. Well, I mean, you learn every day. Like every set you go on, every person that you work with, you learn all the time. And I guess I'll start with like the background work. When you first come to LA, you want to get into the union, and once you get on set, it's like magical to the person that has always wanted to be on it. No matter if it's like a rough day on set, it's still like the best day, no matter what. And I have to say, when I first saw the best actors that I love to work with, especially like Finn Wittrock from American Horror Story, I was on set with him when I was a stand-in. It was my first time standing in, and I saw he was on there, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. I get to work with someone I admired, and then I got to see him act, and I was there. I felt very special, and ever since then, I always feel special whenever I go on set, no matter who I get to stand in for or even walk past. Yeah, it's really fun. I'm very blessed, I'll say that word, to actually be in this life and to actually continue it, because so many people, only after a few years, it's too hard and they give up. But we have to, it's hard for us, so we just have to keep on going and doing it every day and not give up. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
16 plus years.
Yeah.
I agree with you though, because when you know, being like when I go to Animal Kingdom every day, I feel so happy and so blessed, and I look at everybody and I'm like, I've been with these people for 4 seasons, and it's just so, still feels surreal to be with them every day and working for the same guy. It just like.
Do you know how many people wish they could even be us for one day, even though we're not maybe the stars of a show, but just being in the atmosphere of that? Yeah, that also feels good too, because people admire us for just standing there for like a few hours and walking away.
Yeah, we got, you know, it also opens up doors to other opportunities too, like
this.
Like this.
Yeah, making friends and connections, collaborating.
Line reading too on the set. Have you had to do that before?
Yes, I did.
Which one did you do that on?
I was it was a pilot, so I think it might be premiering soon, and the title may or may not change. It was called Mixtape.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that, Mixtape.
Yeah, it did get picked up, but I'm not entirely sure when it's going to air. But I was standing for a little 6-year-old. I mean, I'm just 5'1", so I stand in for kids sometimes, and they have these rules for kids where, like child labor laws, they can't be on set for too long, so they have to take breaks, and so I was there to like deliver the lines a lot. So I was a little kid, and I had to sit down or squat, whether it was an apple box or just on squatting on my knees to match the height. And yeah, I mean, either way, it feels really good to even say lines at all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then getting to read with the cast too is really awesome.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes, like, if your actor isn't there, they'll say, hey, we're going to have you read the lines off camera with the other actors, and they have to play off of how you're reading.
Yeah.
You know? So,
yeah, so that's you're doing your job plus. Yeah. It's a job that we want, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, you had a short film that came out last year at a festival, and I got to go see it.
Thank you.
Now, I remember when you won. What was your feeling when you were watching the results on the screen? Because I remember all the results were going on the screen. It was like live voting, and you saw yours just climbing.
Yeah.
What was the feeling about that?
So this was the audience choice. So the audience got to pick, and it was live. So you went on your phone, and you got to, I think it was like text or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I voted for myself too, but the screen went up, and my film, which was called City of Angels, was like the farthest one in the bracket of winning, and I'm like, oh, we could win this. Me and my partners Tiffany and Janie, we did the film together, and I was looking at them, looking at the screen, because I wanted to see their genuine reactions too, and I was feeling a lot of like anticipation, like, is it gonna stay that way? Is anyone gonna beat us? But then as the countdown happened, I thought, okay, we got this. It felt really good because that was the first film I shot, the first film I edited. It was like a big first, and I won the first film I won. So, and it was my first speech. So, because I did the speech too, thanking everybody. It was a great feeling. It was very encouraging, very motivating, and ever since then, especially this new year, I want to just continue doing something every month, every day, every minute. So, it's just very motivating and encouraging. So,
is there a place where the audience could go watch your film now?
They can. So our production company is called Struggle Bus Entertainment, so you can go to strugglebusentertainment.com, and I could also direct you to my Instagram, which is artmuse_Simone, and the link is at the top, so you can watch the film that way. And it was a documentary short on an artist named Colette Miller. She does wings around San Francisco and LA and the world. So you get to take a photo by it, and it looks like you have wings, which is, it was really great to do, and I feel like I'm a better editor now only after a couple of months. So, motivating, continuing to do it. But thank you for coming and voting for me.
You're welcome.
Your vote helped me win.
That was funny. We got free Pink's hot dogs in the mix too, which is pretty good.
They're a sponsor. I really that.
What program did you use to edit? Which ones are you using mostly?
So, in the very, very beginning, which was March of 2018, I started to edit, and it was all via YouTube, where I had to look to do iMovie. iMovie I had on my computer already, so I just started out that way because I wanted to begin right away without having to wait and get the funds for any software. So I did it with iMovie, and I got Adobe Premiere around the time I was shooting the movie, but I didn't want to have a learning curve while trying to finish this before the deadline, so I just kept it all iMovie.
Okay.
And then I was shooting on my partner's Canon too, so I didn't even have my own camera yet. So it was all, beginners, equipment, every resource I could borrow or have at the time. But now I have Adobe Premiere, and then I have my Sony A7 II that I got in November. Yeah, just moving on up now all about more equipment, lenses, lights,
and then
mics.
You can eventually start renting that stuff out to people that want to shoot their films too. So that's a good extra way to make money.
Yes, like Best Buy, whenever I go and see the things I want to buy, it's like a candy store now.
Exactly.
That makes me realize, okay, now I'm legit I could do it now. So. And I'm admiring your camera too. I love them. I
Oh,
love all
thank
the
you.
cameras. That thing right there. I love it.
That's
Canon.
beautiful. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, it's great.
Hello, Canon. Do you have any projects that you're developing or working on at the moment right now?
Yes, actually, January I spent the entire time redoing my reel. So that was my project, and not one, but about 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I did, I did, and I'm still doing a bunch of reels. My main demo reel, then my fitness reel, my clown reel, and my stunt action reel. So
Sweet.
that basically all the projects were for my acting to like help me get out there more, and it really helps being an actor with the camera and the editing skills because I'm very self-reliant.
Yeah.
And I could shoot something in one day, cut something that same day, and just let it go out there that night, you know, just upload it. I could do things really, really quick, and I want to help my friends with their stuff too.
Oh,
especially
good.
so if you need any real help, I can edit it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm looking to update my reel soon as well. So
yeah, it's very liberating to actually be able to do it in a short time frame too.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I need something that night, I can do it that night, and if my friends need help with their self tapes, I can edit it for them, which I actually already have been doing. Like I shoot their self tapes, edit it, and send it to them.
Oh, beautiful!
All within the hour.
You should start
within
a business.
The half hour. I should.
Simone Self Tape. SST.
SST.
There you go.
Yeah. There you go. There's my company. So go ahead, find me.
All the links for Simone will also be down in the description below, like the links to the short film, her Instagram, all the other good stuff that she's doing. Do you have any goals or aspirations for this year that you want to accomplish in moving forward?
Oh yeah. Actually, some of the goals have actually already been happening, and it's February, like getting the reel done, but I ended up with 4 now, so that was like, it went way past my expectation of myself. And then to get new management, new agent, and more collaborating, more creating. I mean, it's happening right now because we're collaborating already. It just keeps, it's so early in the year, and I feel so good about it. So I feel like whatever the idea I have for the end of this year, it's going to go past that to something better than I ever dreamed of. So
nice.
This year's already good.
Very good. I'd like to hear that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you have any advice you want to give to people that are just starting out in the industry?
Oh yeah. Be your own person. You don't have to follow somebody else's career. You want to make it your own, because being like a bootleg version of somebody else's career, it's not going to be you. Be true to yourself. Create, collaborate, find a good team of people. LA is actually filled with a bunch of competition too, and you know, along the way you might not meet people that are very true to themselves either, or a friendship to you, but just be true to yourself. Just keep going and make your own things, because if you're not going to get that audition, not get that part, you can just make it on your own, and maybe invest in learning some camera skills and editing skills too, because it helped me a lot. So that's the best I could say.
Very well said, Simone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Always good to see you.
Good to see you too. Hopefully I'll see you on Animal Kingdom again.
That's right. So, please support Simone in her career. Go down to the description below, look at all the links, check her out, follow her on Instagram, do all that good stuff. And that is all for today. Stay tuned for more. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell below for more interviews, more content coming up. This is Hans and Simone signing out.